Stipe Miocic shared advice with Tom Aspinall as he could potentially face Jon Jones in a heavyweight matchup. Miocic emphasized the importance of staying focused and disciplined. He stated, "Just do what you do best and stay calm."
Let's get booked with him and Jon Jones. What's the best advice you'd give Tom Aspinall?
Don't do what I did.
Avoid the liver shot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what are you gonna do? But I think Tommy, that guy, he's super tough and he hits hard. He moves well. He's a big man. I think that he stays calm under the situation, and whatever happens, he just stays calm. I think he'll be fine. He pitches shots. He's smart what he does, and I think he'll do fine.
Luke Rockhold expressed interest in a rematch with Chris Weidman following his trade in the GFL.
Team LA.
Yes.
I want that fight, man. Weidman and me, it makes the most sense, I think, and it's fun. It's I think there's rumors of a fight coming here to LA, and I'm healthy, man. I'm healthy and I'm training and I'm back to it. So Weidman, I'd love to close that door, as Dricus would say. You gotta. I think I already closed it, but I'm gonna secure that one.
Okay,
Get the bag.
So this is interesting. Can you explain why did you have to be traded for this fight to happen? To the best of your knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge, I don't understand the whole concepts, but I mean, obviously the Team Dubai. I was in Dubai training. I'm not sure. Javier is my guy, so maybe something had to do with that. But fights need to be made.
Yeah.
He's New York, I'm LA, and I hear they're coming here to the LA area. So come on, baby boy, let's bring it. Bring what you got.
I love it. This fight.
He also critiqued Sean Strickland's performance against Dricus Du Plessis, recalling a past gym run-in with Strickland. Rockhold questioned if Strickland had a staph infection during that fight and questioned his toughness.
We gotta fight through the problems in life. You know what I mean? So if someone breaks your nose, you gotta fight like a fucking man and sack up.
Oh, okay. Let's get right into it. Are you referring to Sean Strickland?
Yeah, I'm just, we all watch the fight and we all heard the guy talk about to the death, Dutchman, to the death. This motherfucker talks such a big game, and then he bitches out and basically quits in a fight after he breaks his nose. Like, what are you worried about? You have a title fight. You have world titles online. That's all you want. That's all you dreamed of. And you're more worried about fixing your fucking nose than fucking winning and biting down on your mouthpiece and doing what you got to do. I mean, it shows your true character. That's the cage is all about. I think it was just a couple times in the gym. I seen him in there one time, and it was just really annoying when he came back in the gym one day, and I was like, it was in the middle of the COVID, and I was a little hungover, and I think my nose was broken, I think, at the time, and I was so annoyed with this motherfucker just running his mouth and acting the way he did. I went to the bathroom, I got a fucking piece of paper towel, I put it in my mouth pit, and I stepped in there and put my gloves just to spar the kid because I was so fucking annoyed.
Really? Wow. Where was this? Which gym?
I was at the old Ruka gym.
Okay. You put paper towel in your mouth, like as a gum shield?
Yeah, you never have the paper towel mouthpiece where you roll it, you fold it, and then you fucking wet it, and then you strip it up.
What?
You lay in it. So I was choking on that with a broken nose, and I still sparred the kid, put it down.
And how'd it go?
It was it was a close round. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. What was he doing to piss you off?
He just fucking runs his mouth like you hear him in the press conference. Like he's just a very deep insecurity of wherever he is. He always tries to act a fool, and I've never seen the kid before. And he walked in like he was just a fucking man. So, and he just disrespects everybody he can. Like you see the kid, like he hurt one of the guys, and he kept trying to knock him out, like cold knock him out with the same kick. And he's comes on our turf asking for sparring. And he was like trying to knock this kid out, and I was just really sick of it. And I was like, "Who the fuck is this kid?" And so basically, I put my shit together, and I went in there and fucking went to war.
And after the round, what happens?
Nothing. It was just a round, a good round, and then next sparring, I was fucking tired.
Did you see him again?
I seen him a couple of times in the gym, but it was it. Nothing really.
Okay. Do you think Sean can he be champion again in your opinion?
No, Sean will never make it back for sure. He'll never make it back to anything of substance.
You think he's done?
He proved it. He just wants to exist. He wants to exist at the top and be part of the show. That's all he wants to do, from what I see.
Does it annoy you when you see him fighting for the belt?
But Sean just annoys me straight up, 100%. Everything about him is fucking annoying.
Before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video to help support the channel. Jack Jenkins faced a challenging weekend at UFC 312, losing to Gabriel Santos by rear naked choke and then being hospitalized with a throat injury. After initially being discharged, Jenkins returned to the hospital due to fractured cartilage in his thyroid, and he remained under medical supervision until Monday. Jenkins' team suspects the injury happened in the first round when he experienced numbness and loss of strength in his left arm. Magomed Ankalaev warns Alex Pereira, calling him a fake humble boy, and promises he will never be the same after UFC 313. Ankalaev, who worked hard to get this fight, criticizes Pereira for focusing on other activities, likening him to a TikTok chick. Ankalaev expresses his determination, saying he's never wanted to hurt someone like he does Pereira, and plans to stand and trade blows with him in the octagon. Do you think Ankalaev will stand and bang with Pereira, or will he take him down like he did against Jan Blachowicz? Joe Rogan is advocating for a fight between Ilia Topuria and Islam Makhachev, saying, "Make the big fight." Rogan believes it would be an exciting matchup worth watching.
Happen at lightweight now. I hope, as crazy as it sounds, I hope Ilia goes up to 55. I really do.
To fight
Volkanovski, Diego Lopez, 45.
I'll take that.
Ilia goes up to 55. Fuck, I don't care if he only defended the title one time or didn't.
Agree.
Who cares?
You want Ilia to fight Makhachev?
Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Let's
I think
fucking go.
Face a couple of those guys first, like you just said.
Yeah, it'd be
Diego.
nice, but also, who cares? Let's go. Let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
but Makhachev
That's if you
is
want to make the big
so
fight for
big.
July. You want to make that big fight in July. Is it the Volkanovski rematch? I don't know. I think Volkanovski's people want to probably see him.
If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe. If you don't, you'll miss out on daily MMA news and people will think you're a casual. Jorge Masvidal is thinking about running for a Florida Senate seat. Masvidal said, "Many people believe that Florida State Senator Brian Avila is going to fill the Miami-Dade County Commission seat being vacated by Kevin Cabrera, who President Trump has just appointed ambassador to Panama. This will create a special election for the Florida State Senate. I am gratified by the many, many people who have urged me to run in this special election, if it happens. I believe I can make a real difference in the state Senate, particularly in fighting the child trafficking, which we all know is happening in Miami-Dade County. I am honored by the many citizens who are urging me to run if this opportunity presents itself, and I want everyone to know that I am thinking seriously and praying about it." Amanda Nunes' former coach, Deanne Thomas, mentioned that the UFC legend might consider returning to the octagon if a super fight opportunity presents itself.
That's great.
Can I ask him a question?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Do you think Amanda's going to ever come back?
At this point, no. I think that her window of coming back passed.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if Kayla wins?
I don't know. I can't see it happening. It depends. Now, if Kayla wins and starts yapping, starts talking, she's coming back.
Do you think if Juliana wins, she comes back? No. Nothing to prove?
Nothing to prove. But if Kayla wins and she starts talking, then I think Amanda comes back.
Were you there when they trained together?
Uh-huh.
What'd you see? I mean, this is early Kayla, right?
But they didn't really train together all that much.
Okay.
They didn't train together all that much. But I will say this, though. About a few months to a year ago, Amanda did call me, say, "Hey, I want to start training again."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so.
Would you consider that? She's no longer ATT.
Yeah, I would consider that.
Wow.
You know, and like I said, I'm very selective of who I train, but Amanda was one of the ones that I've always enjoyed working with.
So despite that, you still think the window's closed?
Yeah. It takes a certain level of just hunger and motivation to be at that level consistently. And it's easy to say it now when you're not training. It's easy to look at fighters and sit at the couch and be like, "Oh, I'm going to come back." But 3 weeks into a training camp, dieting, the process, it's just not.
We filmed at her house.
Yes.
We filmed we did a show called The Dean Diaries.
Oh yeah, I remember
that.
Yeah.
And we went to, and she just seemed to have a great life.
Yeah.
She seems very happy. A couple kids and
it's hard to go from that to going, all right, let's strip you of that. We're going to take you away from your kids for a couple of weeks, and it's probably not worth it to her unless Kayla starts yapping.
Right.
Then she's got something to prove, and I can see her saying, "You know what, Nina, handle this for a little bit. I got business to take care of."
Brandon Royval was forced to withdraw from UFC Vegas 103 due to suffering multiple concussions. Royval expressed his frustration, stating, "I just feel heartbroken to not be able to compete. His health and recovery are now the top priority."
Maybe a couple months back, I had a concussion, nothing too crazy. I was just playing it safe, playing it smart. a couple weeks later, like when I was recovered, is I got accepted this fight, which is awesome. You fight Manal Cape. I respect his skills. I respect him as a striker and all that. Training hard for this fight, and being a little reckless and being kind of in the zone for camp. Got another concussion. This one was severely worse. It's been over a week at this point, and still just dealing with the repercussions of it and the symptoms of a bad concussion. And because of that reason, and because of the reasoning of adding a weight cut, adding Manal Cape being a good striker, and this being a predominantly striking match, that we felt that this would be the safest move, is just to take some time, recover the right way this time, and just fight at a later date, and fight when I can fully train, fully take a punch, and give you guys the best of my ability. Yeah, I'm sorry for a million times over, but I do feel like this is the best thing for my all-around health, and I've played with plenty of injuries in my life, but you really only get one brain. The brain cells don't heal, and all this was kind of playing into effect of why I thought.
Dana White has been challenged by Pillow Fighting Championship CEO Steve Williams to a $20 million face-off after White dismissed the pillow fighting event. Williams stated, "Dear Dana, every one of your past, present, and future UFC fighters started out first as pillow fighters, including you. Pillow fighting is all part of growing up. Offense, defense, targeting, scoring, cardio regulation. Great pillow fighters make great UFC champions. Don't hate on PFC, we're actually one of your training partners. We'll also be a money-making home for future UFC fighters and former champs who get in the PFC ring. Since you started this somewhat humorous disrespect, why don't you give me a chance to finish it? I hereby challenge you to put your top 10 fighters to a televised pillow fight championship against my top 10 team. If you win, I present the belt to you and shut down PFC forever. I'll lose the millions and the 5 years I invested growing the sport to what it is today. But if you lose, you present the PFC belt to me and my champion and invest $20 million in PFC for 10%. Then you'll help me make the world's most ancient combat sport and PFC into another worldwide success, and also be Pillow Boss, a title far more valuable. What do you think about this challenge, and do you think UFC fighters will eventually end up in PFC? Kamaru Usman has expressed concern over Dricus Du Plessis possibly facing Nassourdine Imavov, stating, "I don't like that fight for DDP." Usman praises Imavov's striking, considering him the sharper guy besides Israel Adesanya right now in that division.
Potentially got two guys that I think have a great shot at maybe dethroning a guy like DDP. I do think if he fought a guy like Nassourdine Imavov the way that he fought Sean Strickland last night, I don't like that fight for DDP. I don't like
Really?
I don't like that. When you just think about it, when you primarily stand up with, we saw how the stand-up was with Israel. When you primarily just stand up with Nassourdine Imavov, I just, man, he might be the sharper guy besides Israel Adesanya right now with the striking in that division. So, I mean, you've got Nassourdine Imavov, you've got Israel, and you've got sharp hands. I would have to go also with Brandon Allen's really, really good hands. So I think definitely I want to see those two fights first. Khamzat Chimaev, potentially Nassourdine Imavov, then potentially move up. Because at that point, yes, you can say I've gone through that top 5 in that division. Yeah, I deserve to move up. So it makes sense. But if it does move up, Henry, like you were saying, I don't know if I favor him against Alex Pereira. That's blasphemy. I think you said that.
Michael Bisping criticized Jake Paul after talks of a potential fight with Canelo Alvarez fell through. Bisping said, "He's the biggest joke in boxing." The former UFC champion didn't hold back his thoughts, making it clear he's not impressed by Paul.
All right, so Jake Paul is at it again, making an absolute fool out of himself. Calling out Canelo Alvarez, making videos, dancing around in a sombrero with his shirt off, paying absolutely no respect, and saying that Canelo Alvarez is ducking him and showing contracts, and apparently they were all signed to fight, but then he's terrified and he's gone off to Saudi Arabia and he's selling his soul and all the rest of it. Shut the hell up, Jake Paul. Give me a break. Canelo Alvarez is a proper boxer, a legendary boxer. He'll be in the Boxing Hall of Fame. He's had some incredible fights, incredible skills, and the man takes on real fighters. I am very glad that Canelo Alvarez will not be gracing the ring, stepping into the squared circle with that imposter, with that fake, with that wannabe. Jake Paul has been a tremendous businessman, okay? He's not a fighter. Fighters look for real fights. Fighters look for challenges. Fighters step into rings where they don't know that they're going to win, and they don't manufacture all the circumstances to favour them. They go in there not knowing whether or not they're going to win. That's what makes it exciting. That's not what Jake Paul does.
Justin Gaethje's coach named the drill Joe after Ilia Topuria's infamous "Who is Joe" moment.
20-second Joe.
And I saw him working with the backs. Bro, what the f is this?
What are you talking about? Same exact Joe. Same exact Joe. What are you talking? And you know it. You're laughing because you know it.
I don't f***ing know. Who's Joe? Who's Joe?
What?
We found out what these are called. Joe.
What the fuck are you guys
talking about? Max Holloway stole your drill. That'll be your joke.
Merab Dvalishvili teaches DDP how to hit his foot sweep takedown without getting guillotined while they wait for their cars at the valet after UFC 312.
That's not there. If you go there, here there is shoulders, and there is also number one. I'm gonna take that. Even if I get it's a lower power, I'm
I don't think normal people understand what is going on. But we know. Yeah, we know.
I feel safe. Give them space sometimes.
That's all for today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more MMA content. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on the screen to get caught up.